Holding, holding. Not looking good. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. We'll see if it stays connected. I don't know. It wasn't looking good. Hold on. Oh, there. Dang. Woo-wee. Oh, there's Mike Cole. There's hunting and stuff with J and J. Hello. Hey, there's catfish regulators. Dragonfire in the house. Real time catfishing. There's hunting and stuff with J and J. Hello. Hey, there's catfish regulators. All right. I can hear volume. Fading in and out. I know it. I know it. It takes a minute or two or three or four. Woo woo. Well, I just saw a heart. Thank you for hurting me. I don't know. I think I should need to tip that light even more. Oh, well, it's lagging, so we'll see. We'll see. It is quite chilly. Yes, sirree. I mean, we're supposed to be in the low 40s, I think, tonight. I have no idea what the temperature is right now. Cold. That's all I know. Cold. And Jay, Fisher Maniac in the house. Hello, hello. So Tom was down here setting the dock on fire last night. I didn't feel like going fishing because I worked all day. He caught a nice 35-pound blue and I want to say a 19-pound flathead. I'm not sure. So we'll see what happens tonight. We'll see. We'll see. Hopefully, have fun bait fishing today, though. Um, it broke off as usual. Paul knows because he's watching. He's been there, the live and bait fishing. Snagaroos, snagaroos. But I caught two bass and then finally got the bluegill, so it was all right. That's all right. I had to move over to the big dock there. On the little dock, and then I moved over to the big dock. That's when I started picking them up. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit. I don't know if that'll make the picture worse or not, but we'll give it a go. Give it a go. Woo. How's everybody doing tonight? Y'all got some big plans for Thanksgiving? From what I understand, at work, we're going to have from Wednesday afternoon, because I think we're going to do a dinner at work Wednesday, and then we're headed out Wednesday afternoon, have Thursday off, have Friday off. Hopefully lots of fishing in there. How'd you guys do out there on the boat today, Aaron? That must be nice. Not on a boat. Let's see. Real time. I hope their self-service have it too. Well, I can't say I'm sure. You're gonna be on Lake Gas, and we can't be sure of anything. Be sure, but hopefully, also, yeah, Up on the lake, whether you are. Yeah, it's too cold to be out on the dock on the lake right now, too, but here we are. Here we are. And I think I left my wool socks in South Carolina, to be honest. Or they're packed away in the shed somewhere. Because I didn't have any. I do have my into and videotape. My phone's got service. I mean, or I need to slide the iPad over a little bit where my phone has service. So I set the schedule because YouTube doesn't allow you to do half-hour increments. So when I set up the live stream for future, I could only do it by the hour, not the half hour. So I figured I'd just hit the live button and see if we could actually get some signal and stay live. So far, it's not working out too well. Woo. Actually, ate before I came down, Dragonfire. But when we went bait fishing, and then clip from here. But we went there, and then while I got myself something to eat, Tom came home and had soup, I think. Beef stew? Oh, beef stew. Hmm. I hope you guys brought snacks. Hopefully, we have a show tonight. I don't know. Tom might. We'll see. We'll see if he comes off. Some fish when the water was going. Is that what you said? Yep. 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 Wow. Wow. Seven yeah. Of pounds of 50th fish. Oh, oh. Fish number 50. Think it'll be a 50-pounder? I doubt it. No, you never know. I doubt it. No, you never know. No, until you throw. I'm not so sure that light's doing great. I'm gonna check it. Hopefully up there. That's yours, Tom. Go get it. All right, let's hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it, hold it. Freaking annoying, I'll tell you that. Whew. This is my Cole. We're definitely that live stream keeps dropping out. Hey, Backlash Fisherman. Dora the non-explorer. I do more exploring than Dora. Even put on my little backpack to do it. Woo-hoo. We are using earlier, and so we have bluegill and crappie. I think I already cook it as the crappie in his. So right now we just got bluegill on. I have enough bluegill today. As it gets colder, it's definitely gonna. Tom, huh? To already have that tape down like that so early on. That's good. Hopefully, to wait long. But we had that mega takedown on Tom's rod, which was awesome on the FOA. But the fish came off, the bait came off, and the live stream died. But a lot of times we can sit down here for hours on them bites, so that was good. But yeah, right now we're doing. So we caught. We keep our bait live until we cut them. We cut them up most of the time. Sometimes we'll put on a live one, but the cut bait seems to do better. But we just keep it alive until we're ready to cut it up. That's what we got. That's what we got. Backlash, you've been sick. I'm sorry to hear that. I also have not been feeling well off and on all this week. It was horrible. It was just horrible. I couldn't decide. I'm like, am I going to be sick or not be sick? It would just kind of come and go all week. Which I get a lot anyway. Sinusitis thingy, whatever. See, I'm always nasal sounding. The headaches, so far, so good. Oh, 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 it's going down. It's going down. Yep. I hear the bells. I hope you hooked up. Oh, it doesn't feel like it. Nah, I don't feel it. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. I think my fish has gotten away on his one horse open sleigh. Hey! Nah, it's a dud. Unless it's a real little one. And I have bait. Hey, that's not my rod.
I realized that when I put it out.
Yeah.
It was a purple one. In the dark, in the back of the truck, they look the same.
Yeah. See that? I didn't even take the bell off this time, Tom. I'm famous for, although they are my bells. Alrighty then. And the live stream is going to hold very too well, and people get aggravated when you can't even watch the dang thing. It seems like it comes back up real fast, but it's just annoying. Very annoying. And I'm on the three boards of service. So the other day, though, I sat like back on another old fleet down, and I had better signal, but it still didn't hold. That's good, though. Haven't landed a fish yet. But if we go front, we're going to keep losing our live stream. So it's not fine, Mike. It's annoying. And that's why you end up being the only one in our chat. That's because you're the only one that seems to be able to tolerate it. Up and down, up and down, up and down. Hey, there's Mike Chavez in the house. Howdy, howdy. It was nice to see Art live today. Club. He was out there, I think, for a couple hours. I didn't stay and chat. I had to go get myself showered and was in the middle of cleanup and stuff. cleaning because I wanted to get out the door, but it ended up not happening for like hours later. Whew. So Tom, this is a super bright star just over fire hole, and we thought it was Uranus, but Tom found out that it was Mercury. Mercury. It is 6:54. Yep. Well, I was trying to explain earlier, but my live stream keeps dropping out on me. Nice. Thank you. YouTube won't allow you to do half-hour increments. So you always have to set it. If you're going to set it for a future time, it has to be on an hour. And I wasn't sure if I was even going to be able to go live. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to hit the live button and see what happens. And true to form, we're in and out. But I'm going to hang tough for a little bit. Hopefully it'll come back. Well, we're back right now, but hopefully it'll stay on. It's super annoying. I know this, and I apologize. But it's so much fun to sit here and talk with all of you guys. Not that it's not fun to talk to Tom, but you know,
I'm boring.
you're boring. Better than when he's snoring.
Yeah, smell like champ.
Look, there's a UFO over Mercury right now. See it?
Yeah, I didn't think it. It's supposed to get hot and probably burn up in the atmosphere.
Oh, that could be, yeah. So speaking of UFOs, Tom, now that it's getting to be fall, winter, whatever, all the leaves are falling off. We had that big windstorm. So the woods are opening up a lot more. Well, I was sitting out on the front stoop the other day, and there was a light like directly across from me in the woods. Like almost, I hate to say, but it's, it just was creepy. And I don't think it was the house next door because that was way to the right. Do they have like a shed out there or something, maybe?
That's next to
Huh?
which house next door.
Well, if I'm facing off the stoop, it would be the house to the
To
right.
the right. He's got a garage that's set back, but it's in line with his house. You know what? That might have been something coming from Eric's backyard.
Oh,
Around the end of Jamesport, his house sets back. His land goes back that way.
oh, okay. Because I mean, I've never seen the light before, but I mean,
But now the leaves down.
that's what I just said.
Yeah.
Yeah, with the leaves down, you can see it. And I can see a lot of stuff. I'm seeing a lot of abandoned houses that I didn't know were out there too. I was like, there's some beautiful,
Some people don't.
there's some beautiful old homes down by my work that I want to explore so badly. But of course, there's rumors that there's squatters in there. But it's also where some businesses are right there too. So, but I might even just get down there one of these weekends and do an explore on the outside. Bigfoot has flashlights, Dragonfire says. Is the moon out? You know what?
Yes, behind us.
Yep, it is behind us. Last night it was a full moon. So tonight it should be less full,
Yeah.
a lesser full moon. So I don't know, but I was telling Tom, like, it's a full moon. There's people out there that say that the fishing isn't going to be good if it's a full moon. But he did pretty well. He landed 7 fish in all.
I had on another big one, and he got off halfway down. He didn't get hung up. He just got off.
Uh, I'm pretty stoked. We already got some awesome takedowns.
Yeah,
Michael says you're a moon expert now. Yes, sir. You know, I don't know how many of you have iPhones, but Siri's really aggravating. So I'm driving and I wanted to know. I asked her, like, what phase is the moon in tonight? I'm sorry, I can't show you that while we're driving. But if I ask her something else, she reads out, I'll say something else and she'll tell me. And then I ask like three different ways. What's the moon phase? Is it a full moon? I can't show you that while you're in the car. And then I even park. I still, but I was parked. I can't show you that. I'm like, for Christ's sake, just tell me what it is. Can't you just tell me? No, she couldn't. I had to look it up. Oh, what do I pay for this service for? Michael, you have a phone? That's awesome. I can remember back in the days, I don't even think cell phone barely existed. Well, I think, but it was doing the, the business people had Blackberries.
yeah. I had blackberry.
I don't know if they still do Blackberries. Probably not.
Now they're pretty.
Yeah, they're pretty primitive. They weren't then though. They were the they were the high end. And then I remember the car phones. We didn't have cell phones, but some people actually had the like a phone cord and everything like a house phone, but it was in the console of the car.
Or like a brick.
Yeah, it was like a brick.
And you
Yeah,
kept it in your car.
yeah.
When cell phones first came out, the small ones, that was what they were for, in case you break down. And a lot of people left them in their car because they didn't have the internet on.
Oh yeah. See, I didn't know that they were removable, I guess. I thought the one I saw, I didn't know that you could just take it right out.
No, the bricks stayed in the car, but once they finally went to the small handheld, but it still didn't have the internet on it, just a phone.
Oh, right. Yeah, and you always had to pay.
Yeah,
You always had to pay. I remember my mom put a tiny little keypad, lock pad on the phone, on the rotary phone, so I could use it. Of course, we didn't know then that everywhere you called, it was a long distance, call. Right, you call, like I lived in Loudon, and Uncle Josh, in fact, was from Belmont. So if I was in Belmont and I wanted to call Loudon, I'm pretty sure it was that next town down, yeah. And it was a freaking long distance call. I'm like, you're kidding me. It was crazy. Like the CB radios, Dragonfire says.
yeah.
Yeah, that I remember when I was hauling over the road all the time, and I thought that was the thing to have was the CB. But it really actually became annoying because there were always people on there that were jamming up the radio signals with their bull crap, and they'd get on there and like there was a main route, or all the truck drivers. It was the truck driving route basically, but you couldn't even get on the radio. So if they needed something, there was always somebody on there just jamming up the whole radio line, whole system. And they'd find you no matter what channel you got on. Constant, 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 constant. Oh, we're holding, holding, holding. I don't know if the audio is robotic, but it's been a little bit since we crashed. I scooted the iPad over like a touch. Just a touch. So what do we have? Two takedowns, right? Three, maybe even. I don't even. We have so many now. I don't even remember. No fish on the dock yet. I think we have two headpieces on and two body sections. I couldn't tell you which rods have what at this point. I know the Belladonna there, the pink rod that has a headpiece on it. After that, I have no idea. Dragonfire says you sound like RoboCop. Oh, sometimes. Yeah, that's crappy. I hate when that happens. Mr. Roboto. Tom makes fun of me because I never know more than 4 words to a song. And then I always end it with. However, I don't sit here and go, hmm, 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 hmm. However, it's fine, Michael says. It's fine. It's fine. Well, I'm certain if it got real, real bad, you guys would probably and a little lag. Seems to be pretty much over here on Lake Gaston. Hey, come on, fish. All right, so I'm working on landing my fifth fish for the dog. Over 3,000 pounds of fish so far for the year.
Actually, I added that up after last night. Last night I caught 93,000 fish. So got to count it right now. 3,199 pounds.
Really?
4 ounces.
I thought we were well over the 3,000. What was the goal?
Well, it was originally 3,000.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
But
So at least you broke the goal.
yeah, I mean we're well over. We're 12 ounces from 3,200 pounds.
Yeah.
So any one of those fish would have done it. That we do.
Michael says that must be a record. Is it a record or is it a goal?
At this point, it's a record because we have surpassed our goal.
Yes. I don't know if you heard it's a record because we have surpassed our goal. So I'm working 50th fish dock since I've been here, and I'm just shy of 400 pounds worth of fish on the dock. Tell you, I can't even zip my clothes up anymore. My coat. But you know, it's winter. We want to be warm.
We should get something.
Ooh, fatty patati.
It's 7 to 9 last night was the night job.
Yeah, well, you didn't quite get down here in time. Well, yeah, you did. Michael says he's always no wait, Michael, right? It is what it is. It is what it is. That's just more me. You know what, Dragonfire? I will have to say no. I have never, as far as I can recall, I never ever did any. I'm sure I would remember it because I would be absolutely scared out of my mind to get out there on the ice. And I don't understand their ice houses on the ice. Like, Lake Rocky is a hot spot for ice fishing. They actually have ice fishing tournaments, which I'm sure they do everywhere. And people literally drive. One time I was up at a hut, and literally there's a lake, hike up this mountain, and before you get to the summit, it was like in between, in, on the way up, and then halfway up, half the summit, a big lake up there, lake, or lake of the clouds. Anyway, that's lake, and when it's frozen, And I'll tell you, you're out there in this open air, the wind is howling, and you're shifting across this ice just hoping that you're not going to have an incident. But aside from that, in the wintertime, you'd have to walk all the way around the lake to get to the hut. So everybody would cut across. And that was probably the only time that I've ever braved being out on the ice. I survived. It's amazing. You guys would be absolutely amazed at the stuff I survived, actually. Wonder Lake. I like that. Yeah, I don't know the whole concept of putting the heaters on the ice. I mean, wouldn't you be afraid of it melting the ice and falling through? Do you know anything about ice fishing, Tom?
I've never done a whole lot of it.
I don't.
Only did a couple of times in New Hampshire, my grandfather.
Yeah, New Hampshire. Like, why? Why is that even a thing? Who wants to go out there and fish in the ice in the freezing cold?
Oh, man.
People do, though. Well, I did kind of do some ice fishing once because it was like December. I mean, it's cold in New Hampshire, in New England in general. And I went out there one time. I got some worms, and my husband and I were out there, and we cast it out into. I'd say we were probably fishing the Merrimack River, and and there's like little icebergs floating by and stuff. So the water was still open, but you'd cast this poor little worm out there, and it would freeze solid within seconds. I mean, literally solid. Yeah, it wasn't working out. I'm guessing you don't go ice fishing with worms. I know nothing about it. And they use little tiny poles too, like midget-sized
Yeah.
poles.
Yeah.
It's like jig fishing or something, right? You sit there and bounce. Actually, a lot of them, they don't even hold the poles. They have a spring-loaded thing.
Yeah. Pump it.
A what?
Pump up.
A pop-up.
You just bite, spins up.
Dragonfire says he hasn't tried it yet. Worm pops for sure. They were like, I mean, it was like in minutes. You'd reel back in your line, and that thing would be not solid. Yeah, but it was an experience. It was fun trying. That was way back in the day. I used to do a lot of fishing off the Merrimack River, so we do a lot of trout fishing. Sometimes you catch a real native brook trout, but most of the time they stocked all those rivers and stuff in the brooks. I'm trying to think of what else we white. Maybe I got white perch. I probably caught a lot of fish I didn't know what they were at the time. I probably obviously still don't know what they were, but definitely a lot of bass fishing, trout fishing. But other than that, I never did anything else. I never did any like pickerel or any of that stuff. Benoit, they're like famous now,
Yeah.
hitting the flatheads, huh? They went out there in the boat. I mean, we watched them do all their bait fishing or bass fishing. I think it was more bass fishing than bait fishing. Then they get out on the boat, and now they got all. I got to watch the video, but it looks like you guys got on some fish. Brian Korth in the house. Ice fishing is my favorite thing to do. I have two fish houses. You can light fires right on top of the ice, right on the ice. Tip up fishing. That's what they call it. Tip up fishing. Yeah. Thank you, Brian. Yeah, I don't understand that though. You light a fire on the ice. Why does it not melt through? Well, maybe because heat rises. I don't know. Explain. Explain it to me. Explain it. I mean, I would just be scared out of my wits thinking I'm going to fall through that ice. And that's just scary thinking about that because, I mean, one, it's going to be really cold, but you see those videos of the people and they're just trapped under the ice because the current kind of took them down or something. Or they can't find the opening, the hole to come back up. And they're desperately searching for air pockets. I mean, literally, I'd probably just freeze a hypothermia probably in a minute. 30 inches of hard ice. Yeah, and they go out there and they drill it, test it. I don't want to be the one testing it. Oh, do you hear it cracking? Yeah,
Well, you don't got to worry about ice fishing here.
no. Well, I feel like we're ice fishing a little bit. It's pretty cold out here. Yeah, the ice makes a popping noise when it should. Like, yeah, I don't know. It was never my thing. I never wanted to be on it. I was good. Nope. And then the worst of it is too, like if it if you got a heavy snow, I mean obviously on a lake you would know. But if you're walking in some areas, you may not even know that you're actually walking across this frozen tundra because the snow's right on top of it. And Ben Fishing says, we are far from famous, Lori. Just some girls who love to fish. You're famous in our minds, definitely. Tom watches you guys right up on the big screen so we can all see what's going on. Yeah, Mike Cole, exactly. Yep. See a lot of people doing the hockeys. Well, in New Hampshire, most of the time, I mean, unless it was the black ice tournament, but and then they would do it on the ponds, on the frozen ponds. But most of the time, they were man-made rinks, so you're not going to fall through and get trapped under the ice. And I can remember, just as you said, if we went out on the pond or a lake like that, and you try to go ice skating on it, and it was all bumpy and everything. Unless it was a real cold, cold night and it froze solid like really fast, and then it would just be. I have a video called Bikes on Ice, and a bunch of my friends went out on their mountain bikes, and this particular body of water, it was like a marsh or something, but it had gotten so cold so fast and the water froze clear. Like you could see down through the ice. I was not getting on it. I would videotape it, which I did, but I wasn't getting on it. So Bikes on Ice, if you guys want to go check that out, it's a really old video. But they were having a great time on their mountain bikes on it. That's a really old video.
We used to play ice hockey on one of the swamps in our neighborhood when it would freeze over, and there'd be like stumps in the middle of it, and they'd be like defensemen. You had to skate around them.
Oh yeah.
You tried to pass it to somebody, and there's three in the way.
Demo Fishing says Ohio got 3 days of 3 inches of ice last year.
Wow.
3 inches, you could ice skate on that. I wouldn't probably walk out on the waters.
I would have done it. 3 inches. Not big. Not.
You've been thunderstruck. Well, hello and welcome to the chat.
Hello, Thunderstruck. He was in arts this morning.
Oh, he was in arts this morning?
Yep.
Oh, nice. I don't recognize the name. Mike Chavez says, I have never lived anywhere that has ice you can walk on. Benoit Fishing says, thank you, Lori. We love watching your videos. I was actually talking to Gabby. Now we know it's Allison in here. You guys need to put like a name or something in front of your so we know who we're talking to. I was actually talking to Gabby about your older ones I need to watch. Oh, that's awesome. Well, thank you. My old ones. I mean, my channel is like, I think I think it was 14 years now. 14 years old, but Those were just videos that. The one I really like is the B-18 bomber. I think I still have it on my channel. That was a hike up on the side of a mountain where a bomber had crashed. Several of the people in the plane had died, and they have like a monument and whatnot on the side of the mountain. But it's literally, you got to bushwhack your way up this mountain to get to it. So it's pretty cool. Um, and then some of my hiking videos, that's where it started. I started YouTube just posting the hiking videos and getting to the summit, or one of the ones where we did a tribute of 9/11, and it's called Flags on the 48. That was pretty cool too. But those are really old. And then when I got to South Carolina about 4 years ago, that's when I started actively using YouTube like we do now. Because I don't back in the day, it wasn't like this. But yeah, that's really cool. Well, you'll have to let me know if you watch one of them, and the mountain ones are pretty short. Um, yeah, there you go. Mike Chavez says the famous Benoit girls. I told you. I told you, Allison. You're famous. And now you've been up on Muskrat Adventures. You're like movie stars. And I've noticed you've gotten so much more confident in front of the camera. Like Gabby does an amazing job with really explaining everything and really guiding us through the video. But I noticed you've gotten a lot more comfortable with the camera, or you appear to be anyway, when you were doing your bass fishing. Yep. Oh, it's always both of you in. Oh wow, look at that. Yeah, it's always both of us, she says. That's true, I suppose. Good point. Good point. Sit next to each other. Hey, there's Ralphina. Hello, Ralphina. How are you? So we've had two or maybe even three really awesome takedowns, but unfortunately, they came off. They didn't hook up, so we haven't had any bites since that. But we're hopeful. Tom caught a 35-pound blue cat last night, 19-pound flathead, and I've only picked up one flathead here. But boy, isn't that? It feels like, honestly, it does. It feels like this is the year of the flathead. Like if we were going to have a catfishing calendar, like the Chinese calendar, that's what I think it would be. The year of the flathead.
Well, that makes seven between us.
7 total. I've only gotten one, so that means Tom got 6 flatheads this year. And
And in the last 3 years I've been doing this, I've only caught one each year.
yeah, and typically it's only one a year. So it's not like it's something that happens all the time right here. And also the channel cats. I felt like we were really hitting up the channel cats here on the dock. When we go bait fishing, we seem to pick them up, but here on the dock, that seems like it's somewhat unusual. But we've been hitting them up. Yep, yep, yep. Michael says they were huge, huge. I was surprised to see that you posted them on Facebook so quickly. You must have good service.
I do actually. For some reason, I don't. Sitting in the truck. I don't know.
Rafina, I actually have lighted bobbers in my arsenal, but no, I've never put them out because um, I don't do the night fishing with bobbers, so we don't put bob.
Oh, there we go.
There it is. That's a good one too. Let's go. Oh yeah, don't hang up. Ooh, it feels like a good one, Tom. Hopefully our live stream doesn't die because I can't check it. So if my live stream does die, I'm really sorry, and I'll try to get it back up as soon as possible. But usually when we get up here in front of the camera, we lose it. Yeah, I will. I like when they're swimming at me. It makes it so much easier. I feel like they're massive and they're like 8 times. They feel, yeah, they do, man. Tom Cassie's out a Miracle Mile too, so it's like I'm exhausted by the time I get one of these fish in. Here he comes. Yeah, here he is. He's swimming right at us. He's down deep though. There he is. There we go. What did I say? 8 pounds. It looks like it. What do you think? Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I will take it. That's my 50th fish. Number 50. Woo-woo. 50th fish is from Fish in the Dock. I fished a lot of other places, but that's my 50th fish right here on the dock. Tom broke out the purple Uncle Lou's. I don't know if you guys can see. I don't want to step on the fish. But yeah, this is a beautiful rod, the Uncle Lou's. It's hard to see in the dark, but it's really pretty. All right. Let's see if we're still on the screen here. We are. It's amazing. In 8 pounds. I don't know. I thought that when I was reeling it in, so we'll see. If we're both up there, we'll probably crash the live stream. You need some help? Maybe not. Yep. Just say it and it crashed. He might be a little bigger than 8. We'll see. Need some help? There you go. Yeah. Thing be crap out. Yeah, see? It's slimy. Really slimy. You mind? Oh, I was going to show them off first. You mind in front of the pad to make sure that we're still alive. I'm not going to give this one a hug. No point in me getting all slimed. That is number 50. That's my 50th. Right? Let's see what my 50th fish weighs in at.
9 pounds, 2 ounces.
Ooh, so a little bigger than the 8 pounder. 9 pounds, 2 ounces. Hi, Randy. Yeah, it's my connection. Nope. Uh, uh, Randy Weidman came in. It's definitely my connection. It's terrible. Horrible. It's terrible. Horrible. it'll die out, and then usually tonight it seems like it's coming back pretty fast usually, but sorry.
Had to keep this container. Wow. And it closed last night. Do for everything.
Do the do. Oh, you got it. I was just headed up that way. One at a time. One at a time. If we only keep one of us up in front of the screen, it seems like it does better than tips that although you're up there too. If we're both up there, it crashes. That's why I try to keep just one of us up there at a time, but it doesn't always work out that way. So I'm closing in on 400 pounds of fish. That's probably put me about 9 pounds closer. And that was my 50th, my 50th, 50, 50, 50, 50. Woo, he's really man and man there in front of the camera. Trying to leave the, trying to leave the, but hey, you guys got to see my 50th fish anyway. Woohoo. So Tom's trying to get the hook and all that out of the net right now. In here, we've had fish that have just made a super mess. We had one fish that was sat out there for like an hour. We let it sit for an hour. When we finally got it pulled in, it was so tangled up in the line. I'm glad we didn't. Tom was going to try to break it off, and I'm glad we didn't end up breaking it off. That we actually got it in because that fish would have never survived. It was so wrapped up in the line. I have, huh? I can't hear you. You want me to get something to cut it with? Uh, so you don't.
Hold the take weight off of the net. That's what gives me the most problem. There we go. Like just like that.
Just like that. Good job. Good work.
All your bite.
Wow, this rag is cold. Holy smokes. Look at that moon. That's beautiful with the streaks of clouds there. Beautiful. Just being beautiful, I say. Man, I'll tell you, I came out of New Hampshire and went down to South Carolina thinking I didn't need any of my winter clothes, but I am so glad I kept my winter coat. Because down even in South Carolina, you needed it. So I think as long as we stay from behind the camera, and that's why I don't sit in front of the camera here because it crashes. If we stay behind it, it seems to do it right. I got a bell in my pocket, Tom. Probably from that rod. All right, let's see what we got. We saw it, Mike Kroll says, woohoo. Thank you on the congrats. David Smith in the house. Hello. Congrats on number 50. Thank you. And he says sometimes the flatheads will be on there and you don't even know it because they'll just grab, hang on to it. Randy says, now I'm working on number 100. Yep. I don't fish down here as often as Tom does. During the week, it's just too much to get down here. In the summertime, maybe. When it's warm, I might. I don't know. Even when it was warmer weather, it's just too much because by the time I get home and I'm in front of the computer all day, I work for a modular home company, and I'll tell you, it's exhausting when you're in front of that computer all day. And it's caused me, I have to wear, when I'm looking at the floor plans, I have to wear the readers, the glasses, and I think that makes it even worse. But I think that's from computer all the time, and now, so when I'm looking at the floor plans, I definitely need glasses. When I look at my computer, I need glasses. So I think it adds to being tired at the end of the day. All right, thank you, Tom.
Write that in our blue book.
Write down the little book, the little fish book. Whew. I mean, holy, I'm telling you, it's freaking cold. I don't know how many times I've said that. I don't like it. I don't like it. I did my weeks today. Couldn't both socks. I don't know where they are. Probably buried somewhere, packed away. I really, it's not cold. I say these modular homes are a lot more than $10,000. Modular homes are, a lot of people confuse modular homes with mobile homes. Mobile homes are built to a whole different code. Modular built homes, only they're built in a control environment. So, and they're built in modules. So if you took, let's say you had a 30 let's just say 32, 32 foot wide home, 58 feet long. Basically, they would take that and make it into two modules. And so you'd have two 15-foot wide modules, or 16 foot, sorry, I can't do my math. Six, um, and then and then they get shipped out to the site, trained into place onto the foundation, and they're put together. Um, Mobile trailer on some sort of A-frame type trailer. Run, they can run anywhere from 100 to 300 of what they built. Um, we do a lot of townhomes. Um, when I used to work for Epic Home in New Hampshire, I mean, we built mansions. The projects we did had 32 modules altogether. Big project. I'm on say it was probably 2018. Some of the builders that were working with us, and then when I left, quite familiar. It was one of those big forklifts that the body tilt and one here or there. Let's see. Landscaping, I hated. I did that one. I made it not even a full day because it was like 100 degrees out that day. Now, now I'm more calm, but yeah, I couldn't take the heat and I did not like that. So I didn't last at that. And mason tending, I was a mason tender for a project they did down in downtown Concord, New Hampshire. I don't even know. I don't know if they still have that brickwork down there or not on the main street. Crazy. I really try to avoid the whole manual labor thing now, though. I mean, you know, I did my time. Mike Cole says, I like chicken tenders. Michelle likes chicken tenders too. All right, so technically our live started 45 minutes ago. I started it early because it crashed so many times. All right. It'll be all right. Yeah, move. Randy says the older we get, moving from here to there is enough. And sometimes, yeah, it's the idea of even moving from here to there. I'm like, nah, I'll just stay here.
I'll be the first to admit catfishing is a lot less taxing on your body than bass fishing.
Oh, I just think I just saw a shooting star. Well, yeah, but you did boat. You did bass fishing from the boat, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's a tournament fishing. So, I mean, you're standing on the boat all day.
yep.
Well, I mean, and even on the boat, same thing with the bank. Because when I was bass fishing, you're constantly walking.
Walking and casting, walking
Yeah,
and casting.
walking and casting, walking and casting. That's great. From one end to the other, back again. Although there was some guy that would sit out there at that pond in South Carolina in a chair, and he just sit there. I think he used minnows a lot.
And I had to learn when I started.
Yeah, tell me about it. Yeah, I can totally understand that. The patience of catfishing. Like, I think it's an old person sport, honestly, catfishing.
Yeah.
That's why people like to sit out wherever they're fishing and they just sit there and drink or whatever. Actually, I don't know that many people that do that, but I mean, in my mind,
That's the stereotype.
that's a stereotype of catfishermen. You lazy bastards.
See the rod bending over while the guy's passed out in his chair.
David Smith says standing in that boat all day is rough on the back for sure.
Yeah.
It would be rough on my neck, I think, too.
Yeah. Standing on that foot pedal,
And on
heat
the
radiating up at you off the water,
oh,
glare.
that doesn't sound fun at all, Tom.
Nope.
Well, the heat radiating up would be really nice right now. There was we went to do some bait fishing. It was like slew of boaters. The slew of boat trailers anyway, boats, but boat trailers. Just as we were ending, they were coming in. So a lot of people think, oh, isn't it? It's too cold to be fishing right now. But no, this is when this like prime bass fishing right now, isn't it?
Yeah, it can be really good this time of year when the bait schools up. I was listening to those guys talking though. That a lot of them said they didn't have a whole lot of success today.
Oh, yeah, they probably already started to hunker down.
Well, the thing is that they're on the move. You know,
Well, they go deep,
they're
don't
looking
they?
for those schools of bait to feed up for the winter because the water's still pretty warm.
You think?
Yeah, compared to the air temperature. Yeah,
Well, geez, I might get in the water then because it's pretty cold
yeah.
out here.
Do it, do it,
Do it.
just do it.
That's what they call the polar plunge in New
Yeah,
Hampshire. These idiots that get out there
New Year's Day.
New Year's Day and they're out there and jump in the ocean. Although the ocean water is actually pretty warm. Uh, again, it's warmer than the air. Randy says, I would like a houseboat that I can just kick back with a few lines off the back.
Yeah,
Williams in the house, please hit the like button, folks. Yeah, I'd appreciate that. I was a co- I was a big collector of the likes, but since I've been here, I mean, I typically don't have more than the few people that are in here now, so it's hard to get a lot of likes and a lot of thumbs up when you only have 13 people watching.
everyone counts.
That's right. Unless you guys like it, unlike it, relike it, unlike it, relike it, but it's still only once. Well, welcome back, Dragonfire. He says, I'm back. Had to do some stuff. Randy Patillo's in the house.
Hey, Randy.
Randy, no, I did not catch the 30, but Tom did. He caught the 35-pounder last night and a 19-pound flathead.
Yep.
What? You didn't send him a picture?
You know, I didn't send. I put a Facebook post out.
You're
I
friends
didn't
with
send him
Randy
a
on
photo.
Facebook?
I don't know.
I, he doesn't even do YouTube, never mind Facebook.
You know, I thought of that today too. I wonder if I should send it to his email.
Yeah. So I did, though, catch my 50th fish that I've caught here off the dock. So 50 fish off the dock, and it was just 9 pounds, 9-ish pounds. We got the ish. So now I'm probably only about maybe 9 pounds or less away from having 400 pounds of fish that I've caught since I've been here off the dock. I have to keep putting in off the dock because I fished other option other places. So Buck Williams says, I don't like to watch vertical, but that's how you get likes and subs. NJ did it and got 300 likes a show. Yeah, I unfortunately I did the vertical once only by mistake because I hadn't been on YouTube in a while and I didn't realize it. So you have to now do vertical and horizontal. And honestly, I didn't know how. So that one live stream and Mike Cole was here. It was vertical. We went with it. We did it, but I didn't get a lot of likes or not. So I'm not in need of getting a bunch of likes and subs. So I mean, I like getting a lot of likes and subs, but it's not not my intention all the time. So I'm we're back. I'm the one losing service for sure. My stream just keeps bouncing out. That's typical down here at the dock. Service here, we can even get enough service to go live. So some days my lives are like stellar. Other days it's like this. I just keep crashing. The first few times it seemed like it came right back up pretty fast. Here it went down and it went down for a while. So, but yeah, so I started to say before we crash, I think most of the people that come into my chats probably prefer the horizontal more than the vertical. I think if you're on your phone, then the vertical's great. But for those that watch it on the TV, vertical sucks. But that's probably just YouTube trying to keep up with TikTok. TikTokers. Michael says, I hate vertical. I won't watch them. I refuse to watch them. Yeah, that's a whole different. And then the chat is all up on the screen, just like a TikTok, too. Well, thank you for all that have endured my crashing and that you're still hanging in, hanging tough because I know it's annoying. Sometimes I'm back and sometimes I don't. Sometimes it comes back fast, sometimes it doesn't. I think last week we had a great live stream. I don't think we crashed at all. I don't know. Of course, I wouldn't know if I went robotic or not.
Trying to send Randy the pictures and I don't have enough service to send. I can open the email. I can't take photo, but I can't send it. To get more service.
Yeah. Randy, are you a Facebooker? Randy Patillo? Probably not. My guess would be no, because he doesn't even post on his YouTube. I mean, you could post it on your community channel, though, on your community tab on your YouTube, Tom,
Yeah.
and then everybody could see it. Did you get any decent footage out of that to be able to do anything with it?
I didn't get into it last night because I knew I would want to go in the bedroom and do it and show it in there.
Yeah.
And then I get up today, we've been on the move.
Well, you could always look at it and edit parts of it on your phone before you even get to the computer.
Yeah.
Randy says no, nor TikTok. No.
We don't tiki taki. Well, I don't tiki taki. I shouldn't say we.
Benoit Fishing says we started doing TikToks. The spam is worse, and my little heart's in the way of the rest of that. Oh, worse than Facebook. I mean, I have a TikTok account. I posted a few things. I mean, I've posted on there, but I'm not on there a lot. So if I do open TikTok, I'm usually scrolling through the little baby monkeys or something. I love the little baby monkeys. Have you ever? You don't TikTok, so you wouldn't know.
Yep.
He's cute.
Let's see if I can get service back here. I had it last night.
Mike, I think they had a Tic Tac floating over Roswell one day. A big giant Tic Tac, in fact. Probably another Chinese spy balloon. It's so cold you can see your freaking breath. It was only supposed to be in the 40s. It feels definitely colder than that. It's aliens, man. No joke. No joke. I'm telling you, since you're on that subject, I find other live fishing on TikTok and like, yeah, there's a lot of live fishing. Um, so I was sitting again on the front stoop looking out one night and I saw this thing. I mean, it looked like a tiny star, but it was red. And it shot freaking upward and disappeared. Not upward, more like 2 o'clock. It went at a 2 o'clock direction, shot upward, and then just disappeared. And I thought, okay, maybe it was like a meteor or something. But then meteor showers wouldn't shoot in the 2 o'clock direction. They would come down, not up. So I thought that was kind of crazy. That's actually twice I saw that. The first time I wasn't 100% sure. The second time I definitely was watching it and and it was so freaking fast. I mean, it was like a shooting star, but it wasn't going in the right direction. So yeah, creepy. Oh, gosh, a drone way the hell out there? I don't think so. But now, I mean, they have so many satellites and everything out there. Who knows? Who knows what's going on? Oh, you girls are my girls for sure. I've seen UFOs, and it was when I was 18 years old, and there were three of them up over a ridge, and when I lived in Loudon, New Hampshire. At three, yeah, there were three. There was no like beams of light underneath them, nothing. And my friend and I drove over and drove up the. I got so scared because you know how when you're driving through or up a hill on the tree line and anything that's above it or whatnot, because of the way that you're driving up, it looks like these things are moving up or moving down. In fact, it's just you going up in that tree line direction. But we watched these things. I got scared. We turned around and all just went shooting off. Zip, 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 one right after another. There's three of them. They just like so fast. But again, no beams of light under them. It wasn't like it was some sort of spotlight up in the air or anything. So yeah, I've seen it. If only I probably didn't even have a cell phone at that time, but I would have videotaped it for sure. But then the government would probably come after me and I'd probably be dead or something, you know, if I was like posting that stuff all over the internet. They get rid of people like us. Oh boy. Yeah, away from the light pollution. So that's one thing out here in Virginia, in this part of Virginia, there is not really a whole lot of light pollution. And sometimes sitting out here on the dock, I mean, it gets super dark. And I haven't really lived, oh, Myrtle Beach for sure. There's a lot of light pollution, but aside from that, most of my life has been out in the country, so I don't see a whole lot of light pollution. Yeah, your eyes can play tricks on you for sure. Creepy encounters for sure. Benmar fishing. Definitely. That's my famous live. It seems like I'd say definitely a lot.
You definitely do.
It's legit. It's definitely legit. It's a definitely overused,
Yep.
a definitely overused word. Well, Benmar fishing. Have you guys watched War of the Worlds with Tom Cruise? I made Tom watch it because I've watched that movie probably 5 times now. I love that movie. It's when the little girl's down in the basement sitting on the sofa and this machine, the arm of this or leg of this machine comes around. It's got an eyeball type of thing at the end of it, and it snakes around inside this very quietly, and then she wakes up and the thing's just like looking at her. That was creepy as shit. Whew. Dang. My eyes don't play games. It's mind blowing how the zip then changed direction. If it was a jet, your insides would be all over the inside of the cockpit. That's disgusting. But that's so true. And like these things that you're seeing, like I mean, they're taking off so dang fast from like 0 to 1 billion. I don't even know. They're so fast, light speeds, but no sound. Like they're not breaking the sound barrier. So how is that possible? Like I don't know. I don't know. We can't be the only living beings. We can't. There's got to be other life out there. I'm just thinking there has to be. I mean, I personally don't really want them to land on our. If they have landed on our Earth, that's great, as long as they're not landing in my backyard. Besides, the dog would not be happy about that.
Right.
Coda would,
Coda would let us know.
yeah, Coda would definitely be going crazy about that. He's not a fan of visitors, especially alien ones, I'm sure. A balloon? Oh, Michael. Michael, it was probably a balloon filled with cookies. Dang it. And we shot that thing down. There goes all the cookies. What time did you say the bite was on last night? Between 7 and 9?
Yep.
Yeah. Well, it's 8:08 now, Tom. I told you, Tom caught all the fish last night. He had 7 fish on the dock. I didn't want to come down. I was like you were. I don't want to go. I did go to sleep early though. 6:30.
Yeah, Mandy, she would have had her 35.
35. Yep. I would have had a PB, my PB. Allison says, I was 17 laying on the trampoline watching stars. The rapid lights came down super quick. Looked like a plane was going to crash into the house. It was not a plane, too fast. No sounds except a hum. That's scary. Yeah. Hmm. You did it again. See? Hmm. Hmm. I'm telling you. I think there's a lot more people that have had a lot of experiences that just don't talk about it. But you notice anytime we try to get like video footage or anything like that, the footage is always horrible. But now that we have such good equipment, now we don't see the UFOs. Do you think they know?
Well, that's the same with all the Bigfoot sighting. With all the camera technology and all that, nobody can get a clear picture of this thing.
Right? And those damn uh I just drew a blank. The trail cameras, they're pretty high quality these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I think that's kind of interesting to think about. Like now that we all have like high tech equipment and all of that, now it seems like we're not seeing these things anymore. But it doesn't matter because, they could just do a little zapparoo and put all your computer system out.
Yeah.
Like you have no service, no cell. And that's what they say in the movies. Like you have no cell service and your car dies and
Yeah.
all this crazy. They zap it out. The zappers. Uh, Allison says, felt my hair stand up and my body was moving like a vibration. Oh my gosh, you could have been abducted. Maybe you did get abducted. Did you lose any time? That's scary. You might have like microchips embedded in you somewhere. You gotta go check that shit out. I'll be
TSA would
watching
have found it at the
you.
airport.
Huh?
TSA would have found the microchip at the airport.
PSA would have, yeah.
TSA.
Huh?
TSA at the airport.
Oh, TSA. That's what I said. I did not. Every move you make. Tom hates that. Every breath you take, I'll be watching you. I have no idea. I haven't heard that song in a long time.
Let every vow you break.
How you break. Ah,
That's in there too.
yep. I don't know. We were just talking about that. I say we. I'm not really sure who it was, myself and maybe one of my coworkers, but talking about being abducted. Maybe I was talking to you about that. Like, when in the movies when people get abducted and then they come back like 5 years later or something, I would not want to be dropped into the future. I mean, could you imagine like what our future is even going to be like? Could you imagine that though?
Yeah,
And let alone they always seem to be naked. Why are they going to leave you naked? Like, if you abducted me with clothes, at least put me back on Earth with clothes. The heck? Michael, great potty mouth, great singer, angelic. You're the best. Randy says, what I saw looked like stars, but they would eventually move into a triangle or some other formation, move across the sky. Then they would start zipping around. Um, I can't quite catch the end of that. Don't the water once. though, are nuts. See, Tom, I'm not crazy. I mean, I might be crazy, but I know what I saw. Mine were not like, if I saw that Allison, I mean, yeah, being young, I probably would have ran in the house too, but I pretty much think at this age, I'd probably have a heart attack and die right there on the spot. But the ones that I saw were bright white, and they looked like, if somebody was to draw an eye, it was like they were that shape, like an eye. And there were three of them, but you couldn't see any other lights. They were just bright white lights. It was crazy. That's all I know. And I wasn't the only one that saw them. I had a friend with me that saw them too, of course, because I ran the house. Get out here! Look at this! Yep, yep. But you think about like if aliens were going to come and invade us or do all that, don't you think they would have done that by now?
Yes.
Me too. I mean, what would they be waiting for?
I mean, if you want to philosophically look at this,
Philosophically. Here you go.
uh, if it's true that men are from Mars and women are from Venus, to a man, all of you women are
No. You see, Tom, men have foreign objects hanging outside their bodies. If anybody was an alien, it's you guys. You're foreign, alien, alienated, whatever.
aliens.
Yeah. So you started the conversation. There you go. Hey, what happened to Mercury? It disappeared.
It disappeared.
It
And
did.
that's why I know it was Mercury, because it said that Mercury would be visible, and then shortly after sundown would disappear over the horizon.
Really? Oh, well, it did. Just like that, it's gone. Michael says, as long as they leave my snacks alone. Well, like if you watch, I like watching the History Channel and a lot of that stuff. Like, even when I was younger, I was so into the Egyptian stuff and the pyramids. And if you look at some of that with the way back, and all these things they're finding all over the world, and they seem to be like the sundial or something of that nature, or these things that are being built like Stonehenge. I mean, how was that possible? How was it possible that they even built these pyramids? It's crazy. And but there's like in these caves and things like that, they're finding these drawings. Some of these old drawings, they look like aliens with helmets on. Others are just weird looking aliens. But yeah, it's on the internet, so therefore it's true. I told you caught all the fish last night. I told you.
We'll have a longer window now because the water's running for 4 hours instead of 2. Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to be frozen solid by then. True, Randy. FK Congress uh, was looking at why we keep spending so much, my little heart's in the way again, money on something the government tries to say doesn't exist. Mhm. What are we looking at with those giant telescopes? Tell me they're not seeing stuff. And I think, how long has it been that we've been sending a signal out there? I think that's still going on. We're still like sending signal out there. Do you think we should be doing that? Like, I'm not sure that's a good idea. They're like trying to communicate with us. Why make yourself known? I don't know. It's like we don't even want people coming across our borders, never mind coming onto our planet from somewhere else. Can you imagine?
I mean,
Like, hey, here we are. Come on by.
and I don't know about the government spending all that money on all that. I don't think the government should spend money on peanut butter pies with a
Peanut
graham cracker crust and Cool Whip on the top.
pie with graham cracker crust and Cool Whip. That's what you think the government should spend their money on.
Yeah, rather than taking beans and whatever into space.
Now, I would have thought for sure you would have said building a giant Reese's peanut butter cup.
Well, I mean, it would have to be discussed while you're formulating the plan.
Okay. I think that should be a very
I think Mike
prominent
Cole would agree.
roundtable discussion. Huh?
I think Mike Cole would agree.
Mike Cole would agree with snacks, no matter what. And Michael, yes, stay out. We come in peace. I don't know. You watch World of the Worlds. They didn't come in peace at all.
They come in pieces.
Yeah, we ended up in pieces. But yeah, if you guys haven't watched World of the Worlds, please do. So you know how much I love it is because the last actual video that I posted, I used a segment of World of the Worlds where the bodies were floating down the river. That in my video. Not one person commented on that though that I'm aware of. But yeah, yep. I probably have watched all of the shows on aliens and government cover up and no facts. No facts. The Blue Book, the secret Blue Book, the Blue Book Project. Come on, fish. Got quiet, got quiet. Reagan proved it. That was a big cover up. I hope they are all like ET, Mike Cole says. I mean, you think about why though. I guess because it would be, I mean, I don't know. It's why would the government even cover it up like for all of these years? Like you're talking way back in even in the 50s, man. I mean, it was a long time ago when that lady Betty and her husband, I can't remember his name, they supposedly got abducted in New Hampshire, by the way. But I mean, if they were seeing stuff and like all these pilots say they see stuff when they go out into outer space, they see stuff. Why do they keep covering it up over and over and over again? Like they don't want us to know. And half the world thinks that anyway. But I'll tell you what, I'm gonna be the first one to run like a freaking maniac off this dock if I ever see one of these things come up out of the lake. If that water starts bubbling and swirling inward, I'm out of here. I'm not even going to stay around to see what's going on. I'm out. Michael says he got here and all he wanted to do was leave and go home. Yep.
So there's no intelligent life here. So let's go.
There is no intelligent life here. E.T., go home. Yeah, that's sad. That's a sad fact. Oh boy. I mean, we don't have any fish going on here, but we're pretty dang entertaining, I'd say. But I did get my 50th fish. Whoop! Oh, I might have 51 right here. It's gonna be a little one. Oh, there it goes. I don't know. Oh yeah, he's on there. Let's see if we can get him to swim at me though. That would be good. Whoop, whoop. 51, 51.
You're talking about Area 51?
Area 51, see? Area 51, and this is my 51st fish. I don't think he's 51 pounds, but you are not getting hung up down there, so stop it. I think I'm going to wish I had the power handle on here, Tom. Why did I choose this one? Here it comes. Yeah, he's coming up front. Ooh, he might be smaller than the last one. They look like little sharks. Hold on, I gotta. All right.
He's a 5-pounder.
5 pounder.
All right. Ready?
Yeah. Let's get this out of there so we don't have a. There we go. See, when Tom fishes by himself, he gets all the big fish. When I come out here, I get all these little fish. Bright light, bright light. Oh. Benoit fishing put number 51 with the alien face in the spaceship. Yeah, Area 50. How odd is that though? Oh my goodness. Come on, you little bugger. It's cold out here. Don't you want that hook out of your mouth? Get back in the warm water. There you go, Tom. Just like that. You're welcome. Sometimes you just gotta stop fiddle farting around and, manhandle it. Or in this case, woman handle it. Oh, we might even get our bait back. Get my hand out of my pocket. Thank you.
Thank you.
There he is. Woo, 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 woo. Oh, I was almost going to just put him out, but you want to weigh him.
Yep. Yeah, you shut them off. If you get too close, you might.
Yeah.
So
Plus,
his
I can't.
clamshell stuck on his head.
Here, you hold them and show him, and I'll tell you if you're in the camera. Yep. There you go.
I don't know if you can see those two clamshells stuck to his head because he was down on the bottom. He was in a clam bed, shell bed.
Yep. Got some clams stuck on him.
Can we weigh the clams or do we take them off?
Oh, I think you should leave him on there until after you weigh him.
He is a part of the fish. So.
Right? I mean, it could add some weight. And then everybody will debate. There'll be a big debate. That fish didn't weigh 6 pounds because it had clams on its head.
4 pounds, 3 ounces.
4 pounds. So basically 4 pounds.
It says 4.5, so I said.
Oh, okay. You already did the math. Whew. Oh, he probably was eating that. That's probably why it's on his face like that. He was down there eating the clams, the mussels in the mussel beds. That's why. That's why chicken works in a lot of places. Benoit Fishing says, "Hi, Tom,"
Hello.
and they say, "Teamwork makes the dream work." Randy says, "Yep, that was smaller." Mike Cole says, "Fiddle farting." No slippers tonight. You're right. I didn't. I should have though. My feet would have been warmer because I couldn't find my woolies. I was pretty disappointed about that because Tom gives me crap that I don't cover my ankles to wear the no seam socks, and I still have no seam socks on because I couldn't find my woolies. I love my woolies. I cannot lie. So I don't know. I don't know if I got rid of all my wool socks or if they're buried in the shed somewhere because clearly I didn't need them that often in South Carolina. But we're not in South Carolina anymore, I can tell you that. I think last year it was probably in the 70s still on Christmas Day in South Carolina. I mean, it's still pretty warm here during the day, but once that sun goes down. I do like those purple floats a lot. A lot, a lot. So, Tom, that's my rod that Tom's casting out now, but the purple rod, which is the Uncle Lou rod, is the one I always get to use. And he actually spooled it, I think, today, or or maybe not re-spooled it, but he put new lead line and everything on it. And when he did, he used the purple float on that one too. Yes, I have it. I'm the keeper of the bells. All right, Tom, the next one's yours. 50 pounders. Let's go. Let's go. Man, you guys get out on the boat. It's, I couldn't even, I would not want to be moving from spot to spot with that cold wind in my face. I'd have little buddy heaters all over the place. Woo woo, woo woo, let's go. So the water turns off at 9 o'clock this evening. So we'll have no more current. Oh, 10 o'clock? Oh, no, by 10 o'clock. Yeah. So once they close the gates on the dam and then everything starts to backflow.
Yeah, we're about a half an hour down lake from the dam. So when they shut it off at 9 o'clock, the water will still be moving here until about 9:30, and then it'll backflow and fill back in for about 25 minutes, and then it'll get dead still.
Yeah. Why don't you talk to them for a little bit?
Well, actually, I'm going to go right
Oh,
in the book.
okay.
I'll be back.
All right. I'll be back. I could move instead of you having to squeeze by. Area 51. Oh my gosh. So funny how we can get on topics like that, like crazy. I don't even know how that started. I have to stand up for a little while because I got to get some blood flowing through. Chile. Parasitic clams. It's huge. Yeah, we get hung up in the mussel beds sometimes. That's why a lot of times Tom doesn't want to reel in certain rods because he just knows they're going to get hung up in those mussel beds. And sometimes they cut the line. That's 50-pound leader line on there. I might have to leave this with you, Tom, for a minute because I might have to go. I hate to do it, but I have to go pop a squat here.
All right. So what's going on tonight, everybody? Laurie left me in control of the spaceship. She steps aside for a minute. Yeah, last night the bite was on. That's the first time I've had a really, really good full moon bite. So they ran water for the 2 hours, and I caught 7 fish and lost one more. I had 8 bites and I landed 7 of them. Yeah, it was really pretty cool. Those rods were bended. I only had 2 rods out. I didn't put all 4 out. Sometimes when the water's really flowing fast, you put 4 rods out. All the lines end up going to the same spot, and then they start getting tangled. And so a lot of times I'm by myself. It's easier for me just to deal with 2. We might be getting a bite. Number 3 rod just I think bent down just a little bit.
I thought I heard bells up there, but
Last night. Yeah, something's going on with number 3. Um, After I'd packed up everything was in the car. Um, I said, well, let me write down that last fish that I caught while I was packing up. And so I'm sitting in the car, and the window was down halfway because I had the heat on. And I could have sworn I heard a bell, and I had the truck, facing sideways. Uh, and my head jerked around like I thought it sounded like a massive takedown. My head snapped around. I thought I snapped my neck, and then I realized there was no light on the dock. There was no rods on the dock. It's not. And
yeah, I have a tendency to toss the bells on the floor of the car sometimes.
so,
So, I'm hearing the bells all the time driving or whatever.
yeah,
What?
you want your chair?
I don't know. I'm kind of trying to get warm just standing up a little bit. You can't get out of my chair.
I said it's warmer in your chair than standing up.
Yeah, I might have to get the lap blanket. I'm getting to the point where I'm pretty chilly. Woo-hoo. Ooh.
Let's start up the car for 5 minutes or something.
Yeah, but then you get in the car and you're warm and you don't want to get back out into to the cold that you've acclimated to. That's the only thing. Like once you get warm, it's like I don't want to be back out here. Michael, you tell me that when you're sitting out here, okay? He goes, it's not chilly. Ooh, it surely is.
No, it isn't. Don't call me Shirley.
Don't call me Shirley.
That's one of my favorite movies.
There's an old joke you just reminded me of. I don't know if I can remember it, but something about this man with a wooden eye could never get a date, and the prom was coming up, and everybody used to pick on him and stuff because he had the wooden eye, and nobody really wanted to be on a date with him. But prom was coming.
Sounds hilarious.
I know, right? And the prom was coming, and so he finally got brave enough to ask this girl. She wasn't overly popular, but he got brave enough to ask her, would you be interested in going to the prom with me? And she goes, would I? And he says, don't call me would I, hair lip. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, that's one of the old ones. Call me would I, hair lip.
So then they didn't go.
I'm guessing they probably didn't go after that. No. Airplane.
That's the movie with Don't Call Me Shirley.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's one of my favorites. Leslie Nielsen, probably. I love his style of humor. Naked Gun movie.
I'm not a fan. Planes, trains, and automobiles. I couldn't stand watching that one.
No, not that.
I used to have to
No,
watch that all the
Airplane. No.
time.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. I don't know. I've never like who's the guy that does that movie, The Mask? And I can't.
Jim
I
Carrey.
Jim Carrey. Ugh. I,
Well, I'm not. A lot of his movies, he does the same character over and over again. Never
yeah.
a different thing. But I will say one of my other top five comedies is Liar Liar. That movie is funny from beginning to end. Then a lot of his other stuff I don't find funny at all.
No. Yep. So last night I sat in the house and Tom was down here catching megafish, and I was all up in the house and curled up. Probably went to sleep really early, like I said. Now tonight I'm down here freezing my tushy off, and we're hardly catching anything.
You got two fish.
Whew.
You got 51.
I got 51. I got area 51.
You got somewhere around in the ballpark of 396 pounds.
But I knew it. I knew it. I'm like, yep, Tom caught all the fish last night. We're not going to hook up like that tonight. But, the moment we say that, we get that one takedown.
Yep.
Hey, there's Art in the house. Oh, he's chanting 98, 98, 98.
There you go.
I don't like Jim Carrey, no. What? Art's like, what? 98, 98. Woo, woo. So, the chanting, for those that don't know, we were down here on the dock and it was really late, 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 late. And we were live streaming and Josh and I were in the back. I don't even think you were up here all by yourself and he's talking to the chat, however many people were in here. It was like, I don't even know what time, 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And all of a sudden Tom says, come on, Laurie's going to get her PB. And so he says, let's get a chant going. 22, 22, 22. So there were like three people that chanted 22, 22, 20. And sure shit, that next fish that I got was a 22 pounder. No lie. That's the story. True story. Facts.
I doubled your PB.
And
That's why I said 22 because your PB was 11.
yep, that was double my 11-pound PB that I had at the time.
It was, I think, your first trip here.
Was it my first trip? And I still don't have a fish that's over 26 pounds. I mean, I like the 26 pounders though. I can handle them, They're not, they do try to beat me up all the time, but it's all right. Randy Patillo is still listening. He chimes in. He goes, "Yet."
Yeah. I keep trying. I keep trying to put her on.
Yep. I will say Tom does try to get me in the spots. He's the one that's casting them out because he can get out there in the channel with his cast. And it's funny because one night Um, that white rod, the FOA rod, I don't know, had a couple takedowns on it. We got it landed a couple fish on it. So Tom swapped the rod and he put my rod in the spot that that rod was in. And then the next fish still came on the FOA rod in a different spot. Yeah. It's all about the time on the water. That's what it is. If you don't have your time on the water, and I don't fish as much as Tom, but I really that's what it's about. Getting out here and having the time on the water, and that's when you're gonna catch them, or you're not. But you have a better chance of catching them down here than you do sitting on the sofa, right?
Absolutely.
So, Randy, we went to Bob's Tackle after we went bait fishing today, and
Bobcat.
I mean Bobcats. What did I say?
Bobcat.
Bob's Tackle. Well, I was close. And we were looking for the 1 inch gulp minnows. They didn't have them. What did we get? We got a one and a quarter inch Bobby Garland. I don't think it was a grub. I don't even know. I got a whole package of stuff in the car. Crappie stuff, crappie bait. We'll see how it goes. And we did get worms. We were having a hard time finding worms. They don't have them in the local stores around here anymore. So, but I'd be thrilled if some of this other stuff works because I don't like having to use the worms. Yep, he said that should work too. That's what Tom said. Get my little bag of goodies. Let's see.
You got the 1.25 inches.
That's what I just said.
Yeah.
But it sounds better when you say it, Tom. Oh, I turn around and you got a fish on. Woo woo. Jeez, I leave for a second. You got him? Hey, all that fluff and stuff. Hello, my Aussie friend. I haven't seen you in a long time. Pardon me, I gotta go net a fish here.
I'll bring him up. Is that a channel? Maybe not.
No, I don't think so, is it? Where do you want to go with him?
Behind the lake.
We're trying to keep the dock from being slippery. As it gets cold like this and it gets wet and it gets real slippery.
Something playing with that rod there.
Yeah, I turn around and I'm gone for 1 second. I turn back and you're reeling in a fish. Like, what's up with that?
Well, you said I had the next one. Plus, it was the only right-handed reel.
Yes, I did say you had the next one. It was on your rod.
stay clean.
Just clean his whisker off.
Yeah, I wiped it already.
That one came out a little easier. What's he got? A shell coming out of his tushy there? It's a male.
Pooping.
He's pooping? I thought that was male protrusion
We gotta weigh him
before he poops out.
before we lose the
There you
weight.
go. Too close. There you go. Woo woo. Yeah, not getting skunked. You got still in your pocket already?
I was looking at this. No, we'll go with three.
Minus -1 ounce for the poop. Oh yeah, there he goes. He's pooping right on the. Oh, he did too. He's pooping right. It's dangling.
The dangling poop.
Yeah, he's got a dingleberries. I don't think I've ever seen them come up with. It actually looks like a real turd. I've never seen a catfish poop.
All right, 410, so 4.8, 4.5.
Yeah, he's dangling that dingleberry.
Right.
I mean, why don't you just let him go all together with the poop and all? Take your crap and get out of here. All right, let's see what I got here. Bobby Garland, Baby Shad. Let's see if I can show you guys this. I don't know. One is Itty Bit Slab Hunter Cajun Cricket. I don't know what these are. ATX Flat Tail. But I don't know. I catch bass on things that look like that, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. And then this is an 80 bit. And these ones I got just because they're purple. I don't know if you guys are actually seeing that, but and then we got our worms, the jig heads, and wait, we see them. Randy says, "Why are you all scaring the shit out of the fish?" Josh Crow, welcome to the chat. Catch one from me. I had no luck today. I don't know how many fish is that. Oh, he's gone. Talking to myself. We caught a couple tonight. Not like Tom. Tom got the 35 pounder last night and a 19-pound flathead. So anyway, I'm hoping those little things work. I see um, Randy Patillo out on the water catching bluegill after bluegill, just using the jig head and those little little swim bait things. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. We'll give it a go. My call says 7. Kayak fishing with Ralph. Hello. Hello, everyone. Great evening. Well, thank you very much. It's a very cold evening. And I'm so finally, it looks like our live stream is finally holding. Of course, I say that and it'll probably crash now. How many fish did we catch? I feel
It's either three or I missed 97 in the book.
it's either 3 or I missed 97 of them. We had 3 really good takedowns in the very beginning, but they didn't hook up. It just takes that one fish to come along and take us down. Yeah, I've gained so much weight. I couldn't even imagine trying to wear long johns underneath my pants. I'm lucky I can fit into my pants right now. I know. Get bigger pants. I should have wore my muck boots down here, and my feet probably would have been a lot warmer in those. Or my slippers. Yeah, you know it's cold when you can see your breath in the air. "9:02. I think we're coming into the last hour.
Yep.
I'm gonna call it at 10. There ain't gonna be no 15 minutes to death this time either. Last time we were live, I was like 15 more minutes. 50. If we don't catch a fish, and sure enough, every time within that 15 minutes, we were catching another fish and another fish and another fish. Yeah, but I had to go to work, so it was that Sunday night. I'm like, okay, we're gonna end it. Oh, just 15 more minutes. It was like another 2 hours later because we hadn't like we sit out here for sometimes like hours with no bites, and then all of a sudden, you know, it just when they swim by, they come. Yeah, just happened to be right here when they were swimming by. Always the way. All that fluff. How are you? Gosh, I haven't seen you. I haven't seen your lives or anything, but I haven't been on YouTube too much, so I'm probably missing them. But I'm gonna have to check my notifications. Actually, let me click on you. It's been a long time since I've actually seen you. Although I was on my, because I watched the Abandoned Explorer stuff, the Urban X people. Um, I love that stuff. They go into these abandoned mansions and people's stuff is all still there. It's crazy. But I happened to be scrolling through because I was looking for something particular, and I don't even know how many people I'm subscribed to now. I kept scrolling and scrolling and scrolling, and I'm like, oh my God, like, keep up. All right, I'm going to go. So, if you guys don't know, all that fluff and stuff is in Australia. Oh, wow, look at you, 9.9 thousand subscribers. Good for you. Yeah, my bell notifications are on. I a feel good channel, a lifestyle channel, my lifestyle. Good day, fishing, food, flowers, and fun. Uh, Living and mainly situated in North Queensland, Australia, sharing recipe ideas, sharing little hacks, hobbies, and interests. I love the great outdoors and everything about it. I love to sit around the campfire and tell stories. I'm a passionate, happy gardener, and I love to go mud crabbing and fishing. I just go about my life, filming activities about the life that I love, even if it is different to what everyone does. These videos are recorded to share with everyone around the world. They are my own opinions and thoughts. Unless stated, these videos are not sponsored. Fishing, Australia, Queensland, um, crabbing, the great outdoors, living our best life together. Awesome. Boating and camping. Now that's living. Tell me a good ghost story. Oh, we were just talking about aliens. Does that count? So let me drop a link. You see if I can get your link in there. My hands are so cold. So I'm gonna be a little bit slow here. There you go. It's the gateway to the Great Barrier Reef, mates. We've been working heaps, not much on YouTube, just busy working. There you go. It's ready for it to be o'clock.
Somebody talking to the TV talking at them.
My, I'm more than happy just to wait until spring. Benoit Fishing Outdoors says, we just sub to your channel. All that fluff and stuff. Awesome. Fiddlers dig holes, run around during low tide, have a big claw. Yeah, describe them. Let me get on Benoit Outdoors here. I'll drop their link for you as well. Let's see. I might have to call on the link droppers because my stuff, I'm so cold. I don't even know. Here we go. Get back here.
Very good.
I'm almost there. Almost. I'm gonna keep it short. You guys both will know what I'm talking about.
Most people don't seem to open. Facebook opens, but yeah, YouTube not so much.
All right, there you go. There's Benoit Fishing's YouTube channel right there. But if you go out, please do come back. Way. Whether you're in, you're out, please hit the thumbs up. You're in, you're out.
Yeah.
I think my light up there is dying, or we moved it. It's not as bright. Oh wow, these lights. Oh, I almost fell off the dock. Dang. These lights are soaked.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
The moisture, that's why it's so dang cold.
Yeah, yeah, it's much lighter.
We're not going to be out here that much longer, so I might as well just leave it on bright. Yeah, these are soaked. So part of that being cold and the moisture is
Yep.
heavy. So it's different. Like if you move back to where the cars are parked, you can definitely feel the temperature difference because you're on the lane back there by the cars.
Yep.
But when you come out here on the dock over the water and you're sitting up here, it's definitely a difference. That can watch too.
Awesome, lady. We,
Then once I was on our way home from an awesome trip with Muskrat Adventures, Jackie and Roger on the Ohio River for the first time. That's awesome. I actually saw you guys were getting ready to go on the trip. Caught my PB blue and nice blues today. Gabby and Jackie doubled up. That's awesome. Yeah, I'll have to pull up your videos because I know this went out on the boat and caught all kinds of fish on that you got posted up there. I haven't watched yet. Yeah, congratulations. So what was the weight of your PB? Hunt. I mean, like I was 13 freaking degrees, and I got out there, huddled down, 13 degrees, and I was hunting. Are you crazy? That's why I don't do it anymore. 13 degrees. I went hiking and it was 90 degrees up the freaking White Mountains. No, I didn't make that trip. We turned around. It was too cold. It was just too cold. Imagine what the temperature on top of the mountain was. That was at the bottom. Woo. Uh, they also taught us how to run planer boards. That's awesome. They were both great teachers. Yeah, I don't know anything about those planer boards, but I'm not in a boat either. But first time I ever saw those was when Uncle Lou put them out.
yep.
All that fluff and stuff says, Benoit, I've just saved your fish taco video to watch later. Yum. New subscribers here from the Whit Sundays, Australia. Awesome. I didn't see the fish taco video either.
I saw the fish taco.
Was that fried fish? I like when they breaded, like they breaded it. That's my favorite. Fried fish tacos. So,
Catfish taco.
yep. I did a lot of, I first came across that when I moved to Myrtle Beach in South Carolina. The catfish tacos, they were my favorite. And then every time I take mom and I would go out to dinner and we'd always get the catfish platter. And she had never had catfish. And so in New England, we were big haddock eaters. But when you come down south, they didn't have that. They don't have haddock unless they get shipped in. So,
And they didn't have catfish in New England.
right, and they didn't have catfish in New England. So, um, I can't remember what kind of fish she had all the time over there because we couldn't get the haddock, and she had something else. Cod, maybe? No, maybe cod. But anyway, once she had the catfish, that was it. She's like, "Oh, I like that way better." Yes,
I love fun and haddock.
I love haddock. That's the fluffiest white fish. But we did go somewhere where we were able to order it, but it was shipped to them frozen.
They say it's fresh, but yeah.
No, they told us it was frozen because we knew. We're like, "You have haddock? Yeah, it gets shipped to us frozen." Yeah, I figured. My PB Blue is now 15 pounds. Woo woo!
Very nice.
Congratulations.
Yeah, it's awesome. So will that be the video Monday night?
Monday night's video. Yeah, right?
Mhm.
Woo woo!
Monday night at 7.
Monday night's video can be the PB.
I'm there.
All that fluff says, "How is your mum?" Well, unfortunately, my mom left South Carolina, so we're kind of on the out, unfortunately. All that fluff and stuff says, "I remember when she would fish with you. That was a long time ago."
Yeah.
That,
Go to the gun range.
yeah, and we'd go to the gun range. My mother would go to the gun range with me.
Annie Oakley.
Yeah, Annie Oakley, Tom would call her. Annie Oakley. The It was so much fun doing that. They didn't actually call it skeet shooting. It was called something else, but it was like skeet shooting.
Crap shoot.
I'm not sure. Like it went in different kind of. I mean, yeah, the puck got flung up there and you
Yeah.
shoot it, but they didn't call it skeet shooting. So I don't know. Mike Irvin in the house, or should we call him MI6?
Am I sick?
All that fluffing says stuff says, "Oh yeah, Dan won't let me purchase frozen fish." You know, I'll tell you one of the ones that I did buy frozen that I really enjoyed is the orange roughy. And I find the orange roughy fillets, and they were frozen in the package. Those are really good. Randy says, "I like the song on your page, fluffing." Yeah, gun range, wild woman. We are not allowed guns in Australia. Oh, really? Yep. Mom went to the gun range with me once or twice, and then that was it, I think. Heaps of peeps own guns here in OZ, but it's super hard to get a license and keep it. But the druggos seem to have guns. Yeah, it's not always the way. Isn't that always the way? Excuse me. Whew. We got 14 fabulous people listening. We appreciate you hanging out here on this cold night. I know you guys aren't cold. My Cole's probably sitting there all wrapped up in front of a fireplace with his hand in a bowl of popcorn. Toasty. I actually thought about going out in the shed and getting my extra blanket because sometimes it gets cold up there. It's cold. Sometimes it's too hot. Can't can't be in between.
I think there was some extra blankets up there.
You know, I always wanted one of those weighted blankets. The people that I knew that got the weighted blankets really seemed to love them, but you can't get them. You can't get them too heavy because then that's just much. But they were expensive. Anybody on the chat have a weighted blanket or ever had gotten a weighted blanket? I'm still wearing shorts. Art who had his pants all ganked up like shorts today in his live stream. He was so hot. I mean, it was nice during the day. When we were out there bait fishing. It was really nice. Look at the steam coming off the water.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Last night, by the time I finished up, you could barely see out past the end of the boat.
Really, it was foggy. All that fluff says that's what she wants is a weighted blanket for camping. Randy says, I don't know what it is. It's literally just that. It's a weighted blanket. They have them in different weights, like 25 pounds, 18 pounds. And so that weight of the blanket, some people like to just have a blanket on them for the fact of having weight on them, not necessarily that they're cold, but so I guess it's really warm and comforting to have that blanket on you. I mean, I would imagine it would because it probably keeping your body heat in there. But I haven't looked into them in a long time. You know, it seems like when they first came out, they were pretty spendy, like everything. Oh, that sounds nice, Fluff. We often sleep out in the water while out in the boat.
You know, I can just imagine if we had one of those 25-pound blankets.
25 pounds would be a lot.
If I were to get up in the middle of the night to go to the bathroom, and I flip my 12 and a half pounds over on the Michelle side and
My
set it
12 and a half pounds.
for my half of the blanket,
Yeah, yeah.
and then 12 and a half came crashing down on her. Well, she wouldn't be happy.
Yeah, I would think 25 pounds would be maybe too much. I think that's what some people were saying too. Like they were getting the ones that were like a little less than that, like maybe 16, 18 pounds or something. They come in different weights. That's all I know.
Mm.
Mm, mm. Michael says, aren't all blankets weighted? No, no, they aren't. I mean, think about it. A down blanket is light and fluffy, right? Airy, like a like a feather. I haven't been camping in so long. I really want to go camping, and then I was saying that here, I'm just gonna get my tent, but you know what? It's freaking cold out here. I did not want to be out there camping. But on top of that, all the campgrounds are closed now. you, Michael says, "Are you telling me my blanket is weightless?" Oh my goodness. Oh my lordy. One day when you're in the store, look for the weighted blankets and you'll know. You'll know what I'm talking about. Whew. Everybody should have a weighted blanket. I don't know. I've never had one. I can't really say whether they're good or not because I've never had one. I would imagine though, I probably would really sleep very well like that.
You're getting nice.
Ooh, 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 ooh. Two of them because that purple one just started to go too. There it goes. There it goes. 52, 52. I don't want to be too premature. It's on there. Hook it up. Hook it up. Whew. Come on, either take it or don't. What you gonna do? What you gonna do when they come for you? Uh. Oh. All right, not yet. It's not ready yet. It's still cooking. What you gonna do when they come for you? Bad boys, bad boys. My blanket just floats around the moon, apparently. Oh boy. Oh, Michael, you're something else. Something else, I say. 9:27. You better hurry up now. I'm not staying past 10. You know, you know what's going to happen. I say that, and then we're going to get fish after fish after fish at quarter of 10. Oh, get your fish. Let's go. I like when they come on both of our rods. You know, you're right, though. That one to the far right never does anything, ever.
That's where our fish came from.
I know, that's crazy. He must have put some magic juju on it. That right rod, if you guys watch our live stream, we hardly ever get anything on that right rod. But our one ton fishing club, that's where he caught a 93 pounder, 92 pounder, something of that sort. It was a big fish. You guys all ready for Christmas? I mean, I'm seeing Christmas lights and everything already. It's crazy. It's not even freaking Thanksgiving yet.
Debbie Christmas tree cake.
You did get a Debbie's Christmas. I know. Were you feeling very festive?
I was feeling festive.
Did you eat it on your way home?
Yes, I did.
Did you eat the other thing too? The other little Debbie cake you had?
Cookie?
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah.
You ate that too?
Yeah.
Wow. Wow. Oh, I stopped at McDonald's because I was so hungry. And they have pumpkin cream pies. And I'll tell you, there's strawberry cream pies. And I'm not really a big fan of the strawberries, but those are really good. But these are pumpkin cream pies. I have not eaten mine yet, but I shared because I bought one for Tom and Michelle and myself. Tom says they were pretty good. The line on the FOA rod just keeps moving, so it could be the current, but like I'm sitting here, it's kind of weird to see it.
Yeah.
Like it's getting pulled out a little bit. Yeah, these boots are not warm. Oh, wow. He didn't save them that time.
My feet are doing all right. Usually my feet are the first to hurt away.
Michael says, I'm not even ready for Halloween
Because you ate all the candy.
because he ate all the candy. Nah, he's been doing good losing weight for that surgery. I know it. And we can pick on him, but last year Home Depot was selling Christmas trees on October 1st. You know, their trees are expensive.
Oh, yeah.
Holy smokes. I thought it was expensive. I've always cut down my own tree. We go to the Christmas tree farm and cut down. I've never, ever had a fake tree up.
We usually end up doing a fake food nowadays because there's really nobody here.
Well,
Christmas is for kids.
yeah.
We don't really.
I mean, and a real tree is messy. If
Yeah,
you know, it can be.
packing your floor 10 times and you still find
Yeah.
something needed.
But it's you get the right kind of tree. Oh, it smells amazing in the house.
Yeah, yeah. When I was in Massachusetts, we did. When I was a kid.
I mean, I guess that.
Hey,
Oh, go get it. That's the right. We just said
why are you
nothing ever
clucking?
comes on it.
Go get it. Go get it.
Why are you making me go get it?
Because you need a TV.
I can't believe we just got done saying nothing ever comes on this rod.
Fish out.
How odd is that? We just got that. I just got done saying that nothing ever comes on this rod.
You need a TV, and you need about 4 pounds.
I think this is going to be the channel cat rod. It's light where it is. Tom,
Don't let
I try not to do it. Kind of hard to not lift his head up when you're reeling him in.
take the water out. It's not exactly a water heifer, but
Wow, how odd is that though? Like really, that was crazy. I just got done saying it. We never get anything on this rod.
yep.
Got enough line there? I can't see. All right. I'm gonna give you this bell too, because that way there you have it.
All right.
If you even want to put bait back on there, I don't know.
Uh,
Well, because it's 9:34. Hey, 402 in the house. Hello. Yo, yo, yo. The fish must hear me. That's crazy. I literally said that. I'm like, yeah, that rod to the right, we never get anything. Talking about, Art's big fish that can, and then all of a sudden we get a takedown on it. Are you kidding me? That's crazy. Ooh. Must have been all that alien talk we had earlier. Ooh. The worst is when you got to pick everything up too, and you're like cold, and you just want to be done, and you got to pick up everything. Everything. Tell you, not like bass fishing. I'm just gonna say it's not like bass fishing. Shine a little light on me. Is it a channel cat? Ha! I said that when I was reeling it in too, didn't I? Yep, I sure did. I did. I said, yep, that's going to be our channel cat rod. Man, that's creepy. Smoke on the water. Yeah, you can really see it with the light on there. All the fog going across the water like that. Tom, you might as well just hold them up and, oh, you got to weigh them though.
I can't get him open his mouth. Pretty good.
Channel cat, channel cat. Gonna gill it. What you got?
3, 3. Well, 3.5. Since I didn't use the rippers, that's the legit.
3.5 pounder. 3.5 pound channel cat. Woo, woo, woo.
All right. Good by Sam.
Yeah.
All right.
See ya. See you later. Ah. Oh my God, it's so cold. Hey Siri, what's the temperature outside?
It's 47 degrees outside.
It doesn't feel like 47 degrees. It feels way colder. It's a big one. Fog. It's huge. Yeah, I don't know if you guys could see that fog across the water when we put the light on it, but it's rolling. I remember that movie, The Fog. These fog creatures came out with hooks and stuff. That's crazy. It's 9:40. I'm gonna call it 10 o'clock. Fish or no fish. I'm gonna pack it up. I'm gonna go sit in the car if I have to. I mean, you wouldn't think that I was from New England the way I'm like, it is cold. 47 degrees cold. I think it really honestly is because of the moisture in the air. Let's go. I call you didn't have to time it tonight. It's amazing. Or at least I don't think so. I didn't see anything. Tom's passing out again. I'm leaving in 15 minutes. I'm going to go sit in my car. In the car. Or at least pull myself off the water.
Oh, I already had bait cut anyway, so I didn't cut a new one.
In fact, I'm going to go start it up and get the heat running. Tom's truck's got fog all over it. Whew. Max heat, baby. Max heat. What temperature you want, Max?
3 5.
Got a few channel cats this season. Channel cat, channel cat. Ugh. Yeah, that's funny when I started this live stream and uh, pretty amazing, I'd say. I have a hot coffee, actually. Yeah, I have it in my Dunkin' Donuts mug. I brought it down from the house. Thank goodness. But you're right. I almost bought some hot chocolate the other day, but then I said, nah, I don't need that. Cocoa. You are amazing, Michael. You're just amazing. 14 fabulous people waiting on the countdown. Let's go. I can't believe that is so literally and just said that. Hey, that rod on the right, we never catch anything. And then bam, we catch something. That is just. And then when I was reeling in, I said, "Oh, this is the channel cat rod." And sure enough, it was a channel cat. Dang. No wonder I won on that scratch ticket. I'm telling you. I just knew that day. I'm like, I don't buy these scratch tickets. I never buy scratch tickets. No. So I won $103. The smaller tickets, I won $3 on those. But that one ticket, I won the $100 on. I should play the big ones,
You need another one.
Mega Millions
Pound
or
shot.
something. Come to Virginia, they said. It'll be nice, they said. Oh, we don't get snow. No. It's pretty dang close to snow temperature, though. Pretty, yeah, it's close enough. Whew. Now, see, I don't even want to sit down. I'm cold. It's definitely warmer standing up. Well, I don't know. It might not be. Could just be me. Coffee. It might not be so hot right now. That was fish number 52. Found yet? Are you kidding me? I'm 1 pound shy of having 4 pounds. I didn't even have to do any of the dirty work tonight. I didn't get slimed up or nothing. When I fish by myself, I have to go and handle. So I appreciate you, Tom. Yes, I know. I don't care that you're tired or don't feel good and you're all tucked up in bed. Just come down here and take these pictures.
I really thought that other one was heavier than that.
Smoke on the wall. Yeah, I don't know if I can. If I turn the light on, if they can see this or not. No, probably not. Wow, everything is so wet. So you can just, I think you guys can just see it like that. It's definitely warmer up here than it is down there. Standing up, it's a little bit warmer. It's so hot, the water is steaming. Randy says we used to get 1 or 2 good snows a year in Virginia,
Yep. We pray that we can.
right? I'm not real thrilled about that in my hour drive to work, to be honest.
See the rolling countryside. You know what your worst, the worst part of the drive is going to be?
The ice.
Getting out of
Yep, I'll be working from home that day, or not, because I probably won't even get out of bed. 9:51, coming down to the last few minutes, and I'm going to close out of this live stream. Go pick up my stuff. Actually, let me put this bag away. Put these lights away too. It's definitely warm in my car now. Yeah, I can't believe my phone has all that service on it.
Stuart just came in. Said hello, Laura.
Well, hello, Stuart. Yeah, I don't mind sitting down here for a little bit, Tom. I just want to sit in the car for a while.
Yes. No.
Huh?
Yeah, really not. I mean,
You ready to go?
I'm a little hungry.
Didn't you ate before you came down?
I two bowls of beef stew, but there wasn't a whole lot of beef stew left. There's more stew than beef.
Stuart says he's been watching in the background. Mike Chavez says, I've been lurking too. I appreciate you all lurking. One of these days, I'm going to get that big fish in the spring. In the spring. I mean, I did all right, though. I toughed it out. Pretty proud of myself, actually. I complained the whole time about how cold it was. 47 degrees. I mean, that doesn't seem cold, but again, the moisture in the air is so, everything out here is soaking wet from all that moisture. And it just makes it so cold. A lot, Randy. I said it a lot. A lot, a lot. A lot, a lot. One thing that happens a lot here is we get the pack up bite. So when I close out of the live stream and we'll start putting our stuff away and everything, but always leave the rods out there, and almost always we could be down to one rod, and that one rod will end up with a takedown on it. $9.56. We can do it. All right, all. Whew. I'm going to say our good nights, and thank you all very much for being in here and watching. My Teresa's, he's getting a turkey breast ready for the barbecue pit.
Yeah, he was talking about that chat earlier. Sounds awesome.
Leave that with you. Your good night.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody coming in and hanging out. What can I say? Should have been here last night. Hey, we got 4 fish today. Not gonna catch them every night. Same time next week? Probably. I'll be up to Miss Laurie, but we try to. Yeah, she likes to go live on Saturday nights. I don't think the cold weather. So if it's gonna be Arctic, maybe not. But who knows? We have 2 buckets full of bait, so live bait. So we may go live tomorrow afternoon. I think the bite is a little better at night right now, but you fish when you can. Remind her about warm. Yeah, yeah. It gets cold. So I say that because I grew up in Massachusetts. So she grew up in New Hampshire. We probably weren't, I don't know, 50, 60 miles apart maybe. The weather wasn't that different. Yeah, we have a little bit of like more problem with reception in the daytime than we do at night. Um, but all we can do is try. The last weekend we went live and during the daytime and we had no problem at all. Previous times it had been giving us fits. She's so close. She's like a pound away from her 400 pounds. I was kind of hoping she'd get another one before we close. Good night, Randy. Good night, Mike. Good night, everybody. Appreciate you all coming in. Have fun with that turkey. Mike will be looking forward to the video. Laurie's packing up. Yep. That's next Friday, Mike. Okay. All right. All righty, here comes Miss Laurie. Let her say her goodbyes as she closes out.
All righty, y'all. Thank you again. Well, I'll see you on the next one. I don't know if we're going to come down during the day tomorrow to use up our fish or not, if we're going to go live or not, but we'll see you on the next one. Thank you all so very much, and we'll see you downriver. Ta-ta!
Adios.